So today in class I was talking about communication. Today we're going to talk about communication. Now communication, as we all know, is incredibly important. So let's start with, what does communication actually mean? So let's look at the word communication. So it's made up of two parts. Commune, which is a French word, which means public. Okay? Public, or in translation into English, common. So like common land, public land. So commune means public. Okay? And occasion is a suffix meaning action. So public action. Now, the thing that makes communication difficult is because we always assume that everyone else communicates in the same way as we do. And that's why you're always looking at so many nuances in understanding. Because you and I will both understand the world around us in a different way. The real trick is for me to understand how you see the world if I want to communicate with you. So it's action that the public can do. So when you're communicating, a lot of people think about what they are internalizing for communication. So you're thinking about the words you're going to say, you're thinking about the way you're going to say them. But the important thing is to try and think about the actions that you're going to inspire in other people through your communication. The point of communication is to tell your story, it's to get your point across, and it's to inspire action. Communication, if no one's listening, that's not communication, it's just speaking. So what can we do to make sure that our words are actually heard, and to make sure that we inspire action in others? What do you think? Perfect. Yes. So we need to make clear what we want to communicate, how we're going to communicate it. Very good. What else?
Who we're speaking to.
Who we're speaking to.
How they usually take information.
Brilliant. Yes. How they take in the communication. This is all very important. So what else? What else? What would make someone take on board what you're telling them? What would encourage them to listen to you? Eye contact, yeah. Body language, non-verbal communication.
Empathy for where we're coming from. Mm-hmm. Empathy is a word, but that they can understand where we're coming from.
Yes.
We can get them on board.
Brilliant, yes. So them understanding, okay, so them understanding where you're coming from. Where's that understanding going to come from? What do people really care about? Well, yeah, I mean, those answers are actually both kind of the same, how they feel and themselves. And that's not necessarily through selfishness. It's just how our understanding is based. When we understand something, we understand it through us, not through someone else. I cannot understand the world through your eyes because I've never looked through your eyes. And vice versa. I can't expect you to understand the world through my eyes because you don't look from my eyes. So the only way to make someone care about what you're saying to them is to make them think, why is that helpful to me? Why do I care about that? What does that mean to me? So if, as I say, I want to inspire you to take action based on the words that I'm saying, I have to make sure that those words have resonance with you and you genuinely find them interesting and genuinely want to use them to your advantage. If I don't manage to do that within my communication, there's no point of words coming out of my lips.
So make sure that you think deeply about the why behind what you want to communicate and how that why could resonate with the person that you want to have a greater understanding of your words. If you honestly think to yourself, there's no reason that they would care about what you're telling them, you need to reframe the narrative. Turn it into a story that will build empathy.
So as the sun starts to go down here in Barbados, it really sets me thinking, what can I do to inspire people to listen to me? And my first trick I would say to you is tell the truth and care about what you say.
Always watch more than you speak. Study body language. Study the interactions between other people.
Spoke about hospitality. So we spoke about how we make our guests feel at home. We talk about how we make our guests happy. We talk about the team that we work in. We talk about how we persuade members of the team to do what's required and to do the best things. All that's based on the communication, and all that is based on making them think, why do I like this? Why do I want to do that? How does that help me? The reason I'm sharing this with you is because I want my experience to be helpful.
That is my why. And I think that will help the message spread more easily. As you can imagine, this was just a tiny excerpt of a full day's training within a 3-week training program. I do share longer and more in-depth analysis for my channel members. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me today.
If you take the time to subscribe to the channel, I'll make sure I take the time to make more videos and we can learn together. So thanks very much. I'll see you soon. So I'm not going to make you record the whole thing. I just feel like you're really